Okay, guys, this is part 2 of the mid-torque challenge, mid-torque face-off, mid-torque rumble. The Kobalt won the round 1. It's made, Flex makes it for the lows. So it's going to be taken on the Ridgid octane mid-torque. This unit's probably designed, I'm guessing, in 2019 or 20. So you guys can look this up on the internet, but they no longer make it. But this is going to have 21700 tablet cells, the new 4 amp EXP battery. So I don't need an 8 amp hour, even though I do have it. This says the 8 amp, but it's 21700 cells and tapped. Okay, now let's get to this. Okay. First, let us run these little 5-inch legs. One nice thing about this, pull the battery off of it, hit the button down here and you get a light. There's a button on the handle. Okay. Okay. This thing is an absolute beast with this battery. They need to make tablet cells. Okay. Okay, what's happening to this Ridgid? This acted up before on me a while back. Like a year ago. That's strange. Okay. Just charge this battery up. It's fully charged still. It's the strangest thing I ever did see. I go get the other battery. It ain't the battery. Now, I got a battery of equal size, the 8 amp EXP 21700 cells, but they're not tabless. I don't know what's going on with this. This is the strangest thing I ever did see. Well, let's switch over to the Milwaukee then. Okay. The mid-torque from Milwaukee that they came out with several years ago. With 8 amp forge battery. Okay. That's way too big to start with. Okay, let's warm up the Kobalt again, which is a beast with this battery on it. Okay, now let's remove them. Just put this down here. This thing is an absolute beast of a mid-torque, this Kobalt. Now the Milwaukee. Okay. We know this is a little bit faster. And this, believe me, weight-wise, this 8 amp Kobalt 24 volt battery with this mid-torque, this is lighter. Kobalt needs to come up with a 21-7 tablet cell battery. Okay. Now, let's take this socket off. Still gonna figure out what's wrong with my Ridgid. Okay. Okay, we're gonna run the same leg in here. These holes are pre-drilled, otherwise I'll spend all day on this. But we'll go with tight holes on this. We use the same lag twice. Now, okay, now that's done. Let's see what this battery's at. Drop the bar on the Kobalt ultimate output. This battery weighs a ton because it's 24 volts. Look how big this thing is. I think it's bigger than a flex battery. Okay. Now, good thing I had a backup unit to use. Okay, we got that done. Now, neither units have warmed up yet. Okay, these look like about 4-inch. Let's put in previous holes. Wow. We all know that was much quicker. You tighten up this clamp. I'm trying to make sure I don't go down into my workbench here. So I got an old piece of wood I was using on my new Festool multi-tool. Okay, now let's try. I feel a sprinkle here, but we'll film as long as I can. Okay, we'll put this one in. Now let's remove them. There's even a chance of more rain tomorrow. Okay, now let's go with the big daddies. Let's put it here. And this has got a little hole drilled in it. Forget it. Let's go with something a little bit easier. Like maybe here. Well, I'm starting a fire here. And that is a nice pilot hole in there. Okay, let's switch bits. I mean legs. I gotta tighten this up. And we got rain. Yeah, it figures. Okay. Wow! Whew. Let's see if the Milwaukee could put that in. I'm kind of thinking it can. Yeah, the Milwaukee's way stronger. Wow. I gotta at least put the charger in the garage. Okay. Now let's just drive one more. I'm gonna call this video quits then because it's raining. Let's just put it. Let's go right here. Wow. Okay, let's remove it. Wow. Okay. See if the Kobalt could even remove this. I'll give it credit for removing it. Let's see what the battery's down to. Still only dropped one cell. This rain ain't too bad. We'll keep going. Let me tighten this down. Okay. Okay, pull that off. Okay, now what are we gonna do? I got an idea here. We'll make it one more test. Because it is starting to rain pretty good. Okay. Still got to figure out what's wrong with the Ridgid. That'll be off camera. And I'll tell everybody what's wrong with it. Okay. Let's run. This looks like an 8-inch lag. Let's put it in a small hole right about here with the Milwaukee. Now, let's remove it. Okay. Now, let's grab this heavy-duty mid-torque Kobalt, which it came out in 22. Let's put it. Let's try to go just as tight. Let's go right here. Whoa! Thing is warming up. Battery only dropped 1 cell, but don't forget this is 24 volts. Let's try to remove it. Okay, let's try to give the Milwaukee a hot one. This looks tight enough. This will be the last one. Wow! Got a crank on these. Okay, let's try that one more time and even a tighter hole for the Milwaukee. This is getting to be pretty hot. Okay. This is warming up too now. Let's see what the battery's down to. Only dropped 1 cell on the 8-amp forge. It's not too bad. And it didn't come out either. Good. Let's remove it. Wow. Keep losing my clamp. Hey, we got a helper here. Anybody like toads? I love toads. Play with them since I was a kid. They take care of bugs. I leave them alone. My dogs try to pick them up. You know what the dogs do? They spit them right out. I guess they taste nasty. Okay. Let me think here. Let's see if this Ridgid is working. What's wrong with this? Oh, God. I ought to send it back to Ridgid. Okay, I guess we're going to throw this back into test. Okay, let us go with, well, let's see if I could even do this one. This lag is really, let me get a socket. Okay. I can't believe this. It sat for 5 minutes and it works. I guess I'm going to have to use my lifetime agreement on it. As long as it works, I'm not going to send it back. I'll say, sir, but it works. Wow. I'm getting to feel like somebody else I saw on YouTube that keep on retightening their wood. And I think it was Christensen had to keep doing something. I feel the same way right here. I don't want to drill into my work base. Okay. Let me do one more run on this. Make it 2. Okay. Guess what happened there? That's what happens when you overheat a lag. We ran this lag, what, 8 times? It broke. I knew that would happen. They can only take so much stress to these torque wrenches, you know, these impact wrenches, you know. And this is pretty damn hot, too. This is probably being used, I'm guessing, about 50 times. So that toasts that. Now I got a piece of lag stuck in there. Oh well. I'm going to cut this up with my new Milwaukee 2930 when I get it next month, because now Acme Tools they have a hard time putting the order in, because there's probably 100,000 contractors ordering the brand new rear handle from Milwaukee. Okay. Now let's just run some small ones. Or heck, let's just go with some big ones. Anyhow, the rain's not coming down too hard. Okay. Let's put this right about here. Nope, it won't want to go in there. Don't want to go in there. Try another leg. Whoa! Wow. Okay, let's remove it. I'm not going to drive that back in for a while. That's heated up. Okay, let's try this one. This is finally starting to get warm. Of course, it sat for how long? Forget that. It's starting to rain harder here. So let's see what the battery's at. Dropped 1 cell on the 21700 tablet cell EXP. Milwaukee needs to make it 4 amp. You know, I got my new DeWalt 801 drill driver coming in next week with the 2 4 amp power pack batteries. That's the only way you can get those new 4 amp power packs. You have to buy the DeWalt 801 drill driver. That's how I got it coming. And I'll be testing the drill driver against the 805, which is a hammer drill. I'll just be testing the drill functions on both. They say the brand new 801 is going to have more power and anti-rotation. So it's starting to rain here, guys. I want to wind this up, but we finally got this going again. I don't know what the problem was. It didn't hurt. I didn't use this thing in a while, and then, like I say, it died when I was trying to demo it. So, okay, guys. We're going to have another round at this one more time with these 3 impacts, just to see who's where, when, how, and why. Yep. Okay, guys. We're going to retest all this over again on another day. It's not raining. I might end up flipping this over to the other side. So, with somehow the Ridgid, I don't know if anybody knows anything about power tools. I didn't run this thing in a long time, like probably a week or so. Then all of a sudden I throw a battery on and run it, and you see the 2 runs, it died. So, okay, guys, I'll be going live again probably Monday if it's not raining. Tomorrow I got stuff to do. Eric the Bearded Tool Guy signing off.